Adding fluoride to our drinking water is extremely harmful to our health and even worse for our children's. That is a fact. And there are a growing number of people saying no to this completely senseless process. So if you want to learn more, please keep watching to see how easily you can join and support. Hi, I'm Mel Clark and I support Fluoride Free Alliance UK. We are the national organisation that exists to stop the addition of the neurotoxin fluoride in the UK's drinking water. The fluoride that's added is an ingredient of the cheapest industrial product available, and to make matters worse, it's a hazardous waste byproduct of the phosphate fertiliser industry. It's imported into the UK by overseas producers and it's not refined before it's added to the water, so it doesn't remove heavy metals nor hydrofluoric acid. That's how much your government loves you. There are currently 6 million fluoridated people in England alone. However, the government have great plans to expand that. Greater London, East Midlands, the entire North East, and coming soon to a town near you, Cornwall is another one. There's going to be loads more besides, and the alleged benefits of added fluoride are an insignificant 3% reduction in tooth decay, 3%. But worldwide, thousands of studies have shown that swallowing fluoride causes chronic health issues such as fractured hips, diabetes, hypothyroidism, as well as dental fluorosis, skeletal fluorosis, and arthritis, and there'll be more besides. Even more concerning, in 2024, Judge Edward Chen ruled in the USA that fluoride poses an unreasonable risk to the health of children, specifically referencing that fluoride reduces the IQ of children in the womb and during infancy. And this reduction is permanent, so it implies that fluoride damages the brain and is therefore a developmental neurotoxin. And the scientific evidence is overwhelming. Judge Chen then ordered the US Environmental Protection Agency to regulate the exposure of people to this neurotoxin. In recent years, the USA have added a smaller amount of fluoride to drinking water than is ordered by our own government here in the UK. They have 0.7 milligrams per litre in the USA compared to our 1 milligrams per litre in the UK. Scientists have discovered, alarmingly, that the more fluoride that's added, the greater the reduction in IQ. Therefore, the IQ reduction in fluoridated England is far greater than the IQ reduction in the USA. But unfortunately, 3 worldwide law courts have ruled that fluoridated water is actually medicine, because a so-called medicine has been added to it. And many are unaware that their drinking water has been doctored or tampered with. And once they realise, the majority are against this process, especially since it is the administration of medicine without actual individual consent. Treatment without consent violates the NHS constitution, which applies to patients and the users of the NHS. So if you're signed up with an NHS GP, you would be protected by the NHS constitution. But weirdly, fluoridated water seems to have flown under the radar. GPs, in theory, can't insist that you take medicine and they must review their prescriptions periodically. With fluoridated water, however, this prescription is with you for life, whilst you continue to remain in a fluoridated area. So come on, enough's enough. The evidence that fluoride creates chronic health conditions, reduces IQ, and there's a US court ruling that fluoride needs to be controlled has spurred on the Fluoride Free Alliance UK into taking legal action against the UK government. Our organisation is in the process of building a legal group challenge for which we need people like you who are either fluoridated or being threatened with fluoridation to make themselves known to our legal team. This is not a time-consuming process. We simply require that volunteers register with our barrister and are willing to put their name to the end of a letter before action, which will be sent to those responsible for perpetrating this harmful and medically unethical government policy. The UK's government continual insistence that fluoride is safe and effective has proven to be completely false. In essence, the government is prepared to doctor the drinking water of millions of people to prevent an insignificant reduction of 3% in tooth decay. Why? What are they thinking? Those of you who are listening to this appeal can become claimants if you are fluoridated or being threatened with fluoridation. All you need to do is simply click on our barrister's webpage, kingfisherjustice.co.uk, and add your name and email address to learn more. If you are not currently fluoridated or threatened, you can still massively help the cause by donating money via this crowdfunder. You may well become threatened sooner than you think, so the time to take action is now. We need claimants and donors, claimants to legally challenge the government and donors to support the ongoing legal costs. The time is long past for us to stop fluoridation with sweet reason or common sense. All attempts thus far have been completely rebuffed. So for the sake of your health, our health, your children's health, intelligence, and future freedoms, please support us in this solution. Trust me, your grandchildren and children will thank you.